kind of like the heart of Rijeka.
What, 7,000–8,000 euros now for a pocket calculator.
We've just arrived in Rijeka, which is Croatia's third largest city. It's a beautiful little port town. It's located in Kvarner Bay in the north part of the Adriatic Sea. Okay, and there's also this really pretty river that flows through the city called Riječina. Rijeka actually means river, and the city is actually nicknamed the city that flows. Now we're ready to go see everything that Rijeka has to show us. So our first stop is the city market. I'm really surprised this market is even so much bigger than I expected. They have the fish part, the fruits and veggies part, they have all of this with the nuts and different kind of jarred items. Everything is fresh, locally grown, and you really are supporting local farmers, and it's just a great place to come and do your shopping. Much better than a grocery store. Would you agree? It's quite busy in here. Everyone's shopping for their fish for the week, and it definitely smells like a fish market in here, I'll tell you that. But it's all fresh, and it's really the best place to buy your seafood. So just behind the flower market here, they have the Croatian National Theater, and there's one that looks exactly the same in Zagreb, just this one is older, from 1885, and the one in Zagreb is 10 years younger, so 1895. But they look identical, they really look identical, don't they? So if you really want to feel like a local in Rijeka, you have to come to this main street called Korzo. It's where everyone gathers, has coffee, gets together. People watch here. It's a great place to do that. It's just filled with shops and cafes. It's just a very lively place to be, and it's kind of like the heart of Rijeka. So here I am at Rijeka's famous clock tower, which has really become a symbol of the city. And what's also interesting is the clock face and the coat of arms are actually original from the 1600s. So some beautiful detail on there, and it's just really become a symbol of the city, this wonderful clock tower behind me. So right here in the middle of the city, we have ruins from an old Roman settlement, Tarsatica, from the 1st to the 5th century AD. That is just over 2,000 years old, and that's crazy. And it's right here in the middle of everything. You have a restaurant up here, just regular buildings all around, and just people have views of these old Roman ruins right from their balconies. So this is just an incredible piece of history that's right in the center of Rijeka. So here in front of me is the beautiful cathedral in the heart of Rijeka named Sveti Vid. And it's really unique because it's based on a round floor plan, which many cathedrals obviously are not. It's a beautiful Baroque structure, and it actually took over 100 years to build. It started in the 17th century and it was completed in the 18th century. The clouds have cleared and now it's a beautiful day, so we are going to head up now to the Stairway to Heaven and walk up 538 steps to get to the top where the castle is. So here we are at the start of the Stairway to Heaven, and it goes all the way up to the castle. You ready for a workout?
Yeah, 500 steps, huh?
Over 538.
Wow.
I know. My only form of exercise these days is lifting our children, so I'm already getting out of breath and we just started. Along the way here, there are a bunch of little quaint chapels dedicated to various saints, and they're just used as resting points, so we're definitely going to use those. we've reached the first of a few different chapels going up to the top. You can have a little seat here, a little bench, rest your legs, catch your breath before you continue up. So here on our climb, we've just reached the Franciscan monastery and church. And so this is just on the way up to the castle here. Here, Pope John Paul II actually visited back in 2003. And so they had this statue made to commemorate his visit. We did it, we made it to the top, and we're just about to arrive to the castle. The walk wasn't actually so bad, was it? No, it was okay. Yeah, it just sounds like a lot, those 538 steps, but it actually wasn't so bad.
Oh, it's okay.
So behind me here is Trăsat Castle, which sits 138 meters above Rijeka here on this hill. The castle dates back to the 13th century, and it just has spectacular views of the town of Rijeka and also the whole Kvarner Bay here. It's also become one of Rijeka's most significant venues for hosting arts, performing arts events, concerts, exhibitions. And so if you can just see behind me what a spectacular venue this must be for really anything. It's just super stunning. It is absolutely stunning. You have a 360-degree view of everything all around. Definitely not a stop for anyone with a fear of heights. Well, even I don't have a fear of heights, but this is like a little bit queasy when you stand too close to the edge, isn't it? You see the river, the sea, the whole city below, the fortress and these ruins. And I see how this would have been just the best lookout point back in the day. You have a view for miles and miles. How are you feeling?
I feel great. This is a really spectacular view.
I know. I don't know. I think I just always pictured Rijeka as some like just port town. I mean, we've been here before and passed through, but never really took the time to explore so much. And I'm so pleasantly surprised with the city. You?
Me too. It actually has lots of things to do and things to see.
And so much history, and there's so much to do here. And so I'm glad we took the day to explore.
You're always cutting my head.
Sorry, you don't like it like that? It's not good. No? How about that? Is that better?
Yeah,
Is that good?
That's good.
Okay. We came here once when we took our first vacation to the coast together. We stopped in Rijeka and we took a ferry here to Rab Island. Do you remember?
Yeah. Actually, we took a train to Rijeka, Zagreb Rijeka, and then took a ferry. That was our first, I think, 5 days vacation in our relationship.
Yeah, that was our first real vacation together. It was before I was leaving to go back to Canada. We took one nice trip together.
Yeah. Long time ago. It was actually 13 years ago.
Crazy.
Crazy.
So we just grabbed a table here at the castle. They have a nice little cafe, I guess. It's time for a beer after all those stairs.
Absolutely.
Thirsty. But just check out the view for a second. This is incredible. Cheers to Rijeka.
This was an amazing trip and very surprising.
Yeah, totally. To the rest of our day here.
Yes.
Delicious, and with a view, with my sweetie. Delicious?
Delizioso.
Ivan loves his European water fountains.
Of course. They're the best. Let's go.
We just got a little snack because we're really hungry from walking up to the fortress, and we're gonna go keep exploring, so we don't have time to sit down and eat a proper meal now. But we got some traditional Croatian food, burek, which is like a pastry with, what did you get inside? Cheese? Yeah. I got cheese too, just because I like it the best. And it's just a yummy, flaky pastry. How was yours?
Good. Good.
Yeah? Okay, good. It's a place called Burek, so I would hope it would have good burek.
Burek.
Kod braća. So with your brother, or like at your brother's, kind of.
Brothers,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, you got also cheese in there.
Burek. Cheers to burek.
Cheers.
We're just walking now towards this Peek and Poke Museum, which features just a bunch of like old gaming consoles, computers, anything from 1960 and onwards, when the first computers were invented. So this behind me was actually the hard drive to hold 2 gigs of data, which is just insane. Look how big it is. And the motor even here is on the floor. So that's what makes it run. It's just incredible to think nowadays how much a tiny piece of hardware holds. And this massive giant here just held 2 gigs of data. It's crazy. Now that everyone has laptops nowadays, this was actually one of the first laptops to ever exist. So imagine lugging this thing around to do your work at a cafe, some Starbucks somewhere, plopping this thing on the table. It's just insane how far we've come with technology. What's really interesting is all the games in here that they have, you can actually turn on all the consoles and they really work. So Ivan's gonna try doing Pac-Man. How was it fun?
Your mobile phone has more memory by itself than all the computers of the museum combined.
Oh my goodness, that's so crazy.
Yes.
Croats made the very first pocket calculator
In Europe.
in Europe.
In Europe. The equivalent price was the price of a brand new car
No,
at the time.
a brand new car.
A brand new car. Cheapest albeit,
Yeah.
but a brand new car at the time.
That's how expensive they were.
Yes.
Wow.
Imagine shelling out, what, 7,000-8,000 euros now for a pocket calculator. That would be the equivalent of it.
It looks so real, I'm not even joking.
Seagull is the first computer ever made in Croatia in 1981, lagging behind Apple II just 4 years. Followed by the Eagle in 1985, and then followed by the Evo Ultra, which was also particular because it was Apple compatible. These were the first and the flagships of computer industry in the former Yugoslavia.
This is a really cool museum, super fun, super interesting, and really informative. Josip was just the best guide and we had such a fun time. That's it for Rijeka. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope that... Hello! It's early Halloween! A really fun city. So yeah, let us know what you liked about it if you've been here, and also be very friendly people. And also let us know what other places in Croatia you'd like to see us do some videos in, and we're going to try to cover as many as we can. We hope to see you again really soon, and thanks again for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.